Frank, Julie, Susie, and Joey, also known as the Legion. Frank Morrison spent most of his childhood with different foster services after being pulled from Calgary at 6 years old. He kept throwing tantrums and getting into fights, and yet he kept going to new and unfamiliar houses until he was 17. At that age, he was adopted by Clive Andrews and took Frank on a 7-hour drive to Ormond, a small town in Canada. It would be the longest time that Frank and Clive would hang out together since he later got busy trading checks from family services for drinks at the bar. Frank at first desperately wanted to be with a different adoptive family until he met Julie. She was a beautiful girl who he believed deserved better than a life in Ormond. Frank started attending parties Julie threw, where he met Joey and Susie. Joey was the guy who liked to show off to everyone, and Susie was the shy one who's also Julie's best friend. Majority of the time, the four would hang out at an abandoned lodge in Mount Ormond, using it as a nice break from their boring lives. Seeing as they were younger than Frank, he took the opportunity to use them to shape their lack of experience into something powerful. He set up nights where they can cause some mayhem around Ormond, including bullying, thefts, even vandalism, typical juvenile teen group activities. They were never caught as they were wearing masks each time they caused some chaos in town. One night, Frank ordered Joey to vandalize a store he worked at and recently got fired. It was closing hours, so there shouldn't be anyone there. But as they snuck in the store to cause some chaos, a cleaner that was still closing up grabbed Julie, causing her to panic. Frank saw what was happening and had this dark impulse that was impossible to not give in. With a knife in hand, he rushed at the cleaner and stabbed him in the back, causing him to let go of Julie. As the group stared at Frank in shock, he ordered the three to finish the job. The cleaner dies from the unfortunate kill, as the four carry the body to Joey's car and drive up to Mount Ormond to bury the body. As they buried the body deep in the ground, Frank saw some movement in the woods and decided to investigate with a knife in hand, thinking someone was spying on them to get dirt on them, possibly even blackmail. He walked towards the woods, but then the black fog thickened around him. It was so dense he couldn't see what was in front of him. Julie, Susie, and Joey saw Frank disappeared and went to the woods to look for him. Since they never came back home, the parents believed they ran away with Frank as they were searching for them in their usual hangout spot. The mood for the town changed once they instead found the body of the cleaner buried at the lodge. I think it's safe to say the entity loved the group effort of our new slashers. You know what I love about slashers? When they rush at their victims to get that quick hit as they chase their victims. That's what this group does. Their ability is called Feral Frenzy, which increases their movement speed and causes them to perform Feral Vault and Feral Slash. Feral Vault allows them to jump over pallets and windows to continue the chase. Feral Slash injures the survivor, and they suffer from deep wound effect. The more slash hits they cause, the faster they get, with the 5th slash dealing double damage. Hitting a survivor that already has a deep wounded effect ends the frenzy, which causes a fatigue effect to happen each time it does end. Little fun fact, this is the one that I used in that clip of my friend Savage not knowing Legion could do the Feral Vault. The Legion's perks allows them to see an aura of a generator that's being repaired by 2 or more survivors with a yellow light, cause a survivor to scream when they exit out of a locker and suffer from exposed for 30 seconds. This also increases your locker search speed. And while you're carrying a survivor, hitting another survivor pauses the wiggle progression up to 4 seconds. Overall, I'd give this a B tier. While they aren't one of my favorites, I still use them a lot if I want to give them a good chase. Definitely a nice change of pace when it comes to charging at them, unlike Hillbilly or even Leatherface. I think it would be cool to see a slasher horror movie with this group. It would be interesting to watch Ormond deal with the killings of these teens, almost like Scream or even Fear Street.
Heal yourself, you guys can get through.
Hi!
Are you freaking kidding me?
You won't crawl out! Crawl out! Get her up! Oh, you
Yes. I don't think so, Tay.
Sergeant, I'm sorry, man. I gotta go.
We're really savage. Did he really just? Oh my
Come on.
God, Pitt. I'm so
Give me a chance.
sorry.